Hello everybody, my name is Jupe and welcome back to the Rusted Ones. Yesterday we did a bunch of interior work on my 1972 Ford LTD, this car right here. Today we're going to keep continuing, is that even English? I don't even know. Today we're going to keep working on this vehicle. It's my dream car, so I want it to be perfect, just perfect. And that's why today we're going to continue working on the interior, the trunk to be exact, right here. We have a lot of work to do. The car is basically in perfect condition. There's very little structural rust, but we do have a bunch of surface rust, especially in the trunk area. And you can already see all that rust right here. And in order to, well, seal that rust in and keep it from rusting, we got to put in a lot of effort today and do a bunch of work. I'm also thinking about replacing the carpet, and we're definitely going to add a ton of insulation because right now the trunk is basically completely uninsulated. Well, and lastly, of course, there's also electrical work. Both of my blinkers on the left and the right in the rear are currently non-functional, so we got to get those fixed as well. Yeah, and I guess we'll just see what happens, right? So let me move you in a bit closer and we're gonna start work. All right. What a beautiful day. December 3rd, no, that's December 4th already, right? Christmas is coming ever so close. Closer-ish. All right, there we go. Okay. Let me lower the volume of my mic a bit. There we go. Okay. Have a look inside. So this is the trunk. Again, it looks pretty good. There's little rust. Doesn't look bad. Now I'm suspecting that most of the rust is going to be down there in the bottom half of the fender. And I know for a fact that there's a bunch of rust on the top of the trunk right there. Right here. We're definitely going to have to somehow get rid of that rust and protect the surrounding metal of any new rust. From any new rust. Well, while I'm looking at it, we're also going to have to replace this. The weather stripping is completely broken, torn up, cracking everywhere alongside the trunk hatch. Luckily, I've ordered a universal weather stripping, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to fit. Well, I guess we'll find out today. I don't really have a plan. I don't really know what I'm doing. I have no idea what's happening. I think we're just going to start ripping the carpet out and just seeing what happens, I guess. There's no structure to this tree at all. We're just going to, I guess, see what's going to happen. Let me see if I can prop you up a bit higher so you can actually look inside. That doesn't look bad. Sure. Why not? You can see everything. All right. All right, okay. It is December. What day do we have today? December 3rd. December 3rd. All right, so the carpet, I'll be honest, the carpet doesn't seem to be in bad condition. It looks pretty nice still. I'm not quite sure if it's original. I think it is. Although, you know, after 53 years. I don't know. Could be though. Could definitely be original. A lot of undercar is original, like the seats and everything. Everything's original, and you can just see how incredibly good like this fender looks. Like all of this, very well protected. We got some tiny surface rust, but we're gonna take care of this. We're also gonna paint the entire interior of the trunk black. Not just because it, in my opinion, looks a bit better, but also to protect it from further rust. Yeah. Oh boy, getting back there, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh well, let's just get to work. We've got a lot ahead of us. Let's just start ripping this carpet out. I do want to be able to reuse it if we can clean this carpet, so let's try to remove it without completely tearing it up. The carpet is glued down, but I think we can, yeah, we can just rip it out. There we go. Careful now, careful now. There we go. Even the metal underneath just looks fantastic, like insane. And the like cardboard, whatever this is, also still in great condition. We're gonna keep this. Putting it back in. Nice. Yeah, I don't know how some cars can survive this well. It's not like it was garage kept the whole 53 years. I know for a matter of fact the last 14 years it sat outside, which is why the roof is completely rusted through and there's no vinyl top on it anymore, but apart from that, it is in great condition. And I'm really, really happy and lucky to be able to own a car like this. Alright. This side of the carpet is a bit more tricky to get to. There we go. It's a nice carpet though. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, even the bottom of the trunk is in absolutely amazing condition. I think I just ripped the carpet. Yeah, it's very stuck right here. Gotta be careful. Ooh, yeah. It was glued down tight. Come on. There we go. Got a bit of damage. Tiny hole, but that's fine. Carpet out. I mean, it looks pretty good. You can see there's most of that is actually not rust, that is glue. The brown, yellow parts, that's glue. The rest of the trunk looks incredible. I would not have guessed that. Wow, that is factory fresh. Just look at that. Absolutely amazing. Incredible. Wow. Up there though, I got a little bit more rust, but I'm gonna care about that later. For now, I'm gonna take a look at this. Okay, so let me get a light and see if I can poke my head into the fender and see what's going on back there. And if we need to do a bunch of rust proofing, yeah, there we go. This is what I expected. Oh, what's that? Come here. What? Found an air freshener. Car freshener. New car scent. Ever heard of that scent? New car. The new car scent. I'm gonna keep that. That's pretty cool. Is there a date on this? Definitely doesn't smell like anything anymore. That's pretty funny. New car scent. Well, that's a front pocket find. What else do we got back here? What's that? What are you? What's this? Some blue cap or something? Like a blue cap? Doesn't have any threads on it. I don't know what this is for. But another little bit of treasure. Oh yeah, we got some rust down here. Nothing bad yet, but it would get bad pretty quickly if we didn't do anything. So it's good that we're taking a look at this. Yeah, definitely. Let's see on this side. Oh yeah, cardboard ripped apart. Not as good anymore on that side. Also a bunch of mold. Here we go. Let's see. Let me look. What's going on here? Do we have an air freshener? Nope. A bunch of rust. Here you go. Again, it's not too bad. It's not rusted through yet. But that would rust through pretty quickly if we didn't do anything and kept using the car normally. Bunch of rust down there as well. Definitely gotta protect those areas and fix that. What about here? What's this? Okay, just cable routing, I guess. Yeah, there's also a bunch of rust here. There's probably a ton of moisture in the trunk at some point. And all the moisture settled on top, on the roof of the trunk, and started rusting. As you can see right here, bunch of rust. Nothing bad, but that would rust through eventually if we didn't do anything. Yeah. Back there, that's mostly just dirt, except for the roof, or like the top part. Bunch of rust as well. Yeah, this is concerning. I know that the roof is rusted through completely and there's a bunch of holes in it because of the vinyl top. But I'm not sure about the B-pillars. I definitely want to keep them because welding B-pillars is, well, not that easy and not that fun. So definitely gotta keep an eye on the B-pillars. And also on the lower part of the window frame that also really likes to rust out. Especially after, well, 53 years, right? Okay, so I guess the game plan now is to vacuum all the loose dirt out, then I got a wire brush attachment for my drill and start knocking off some rust. Vacuum the loose rust out again and then see if we can paint up and preserve what's left. But I mean, looking at that floor, I mean, that's a huge success already. Like, that's amazing. There is, at least I think that there is very little cars left that are this old and have a trunk that looks this great and is original. So that's amazing. Proud and happy owner of a not so rusty car. All right, get my shop vac, which is not a shop vac, which hasn't been emptied in about 1 or 2 years, I think. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Okay. Whew, there we go. All right, so loose dirt is now removed. That's amazing. Yeah, it's not bad. It's just some surface rust, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have to take care of that. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do the top of the trunk yet. I am not sure about that. Yeah. But let's just stick to the plan and get the wire brush for the drill. Here we go. Milwaukee drill right here. And get the wire brush. There we go. Organized. Sure. Yep, just throw that on the floor. Definitely wear eye protection always when using these things. You know, normally you can squint your eyes and be just fine, but I don't want to get one of these pieces of wire in my face, so wear eye protection. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can do. Okay, not too much. Brush doesn't fit. Powerful. your lungs. Okay, so there's good news and there's bad news. Good news, there is, well, actually not that much rust. Bad news, there is rust, and it's structural in two places, and both of them are, I think, the bottom of the B-pillars. So I'm thinking the B-pillars are both completely rotted out, at least at the bottom of them. Yeah, that's not great. I also just cut my finger. I'm probably gonna get tetanus, but what's even worse is that the B-pillars are rusted out, and that might be a problem. It's also the car's been welded back there. See a bunch of spot welds at the bottom of the B-pillar on that side. Maybe I can show you. Wait. Here. Back there at the top, you can probably kind of see it. It's been welded right there once. And the bad rust is back there. And there. Up there in the corner. I guess that's gonna be the B-pillar, probably. And the same on the other side as well. Yeah. For now, we're gonna ignore that. Well, we're not gonna ignore it. We're gonna put some rust converter on top, but we're not gonna do any welding or anything. Just paint it black and forget about it. Ugh. Yeah. The both fenders seem to be fine. There is some rust down there, and it's getting structural. It's flaking off pretty heavily, but it's not rusted through yet, which is great. So I'm hoping that we can stop this just in time. So let me get the vacuum cleaner and suck out all the loose rust that we just knocked down. Okay. That should be it. Let's see if there's still some loose rust down there that we gotta suck out. Come on, just stay there. Let's see. Nope. That looks great, actually. Looks a lot better if there's less, rust. Yep. A lot better. That's actually great. Okay. Okay. So, what's the plan now? That's a good question. I guess we're gonna go ahead and get the Rust-Oleum knockoff out and see if we can convert that rust and seal it so it doesn't spread any further. This shit is expensive. Way worse quality than Rust-Oleum, and like double the price. But it's all I can get. Whoops. All right, I'm thinking. Why is this so loud? I'm thinking that we're gonna use regular paint for all the spots that are not rusted and the rust converter reformer 3-in-1 black on everywhere else where there is rust. Why is that so loud for you? Two minutes. Alright, that's gonna be enough. I don't want to shake that paint up no more. That's gonna be fine. Okay. So let's do a test. A test spray. Yeah. Yes. Looks like black. That's good. Hopefully I have enough of this stuff. The trunk is ginormous. Like you could fit like 1, 2, 3. You could fit like 10 bodies in here. That's a big trunk. Can you even see what I'm doing? Here, wait a second. Repositioning camera. There we go. Yes. Doesn't have to be perfect, just good enough. First can of black is running low. You should definitely not breathe this in. That is not good for you. Use up every last bit. I paid big money for this stuff. There we go. Completely empty. There we go. If you're not coughing after painting, then something's wrong with you. And you didn't do it right, okay? This guy. Oh boy. Yeah. But that does look pretty good, doesn't it? Nice. Okay, let's see if I can put some black down there in the fender. Get in here. Oh, my eyes. Oh, God. It's burning my eyes. Yeah, definitely shouldn't be breathing that in. Yeah, that looks good. Make sure that that corner down there has enough. I'm gonna grab myself a mask. Like, this is insane. I don't know what they put in this stuff. Definitely nothing to preserve rust, but something else, bro. Whoa. God damn. Where's my Amazon mask? There we go. All right. Come on. Here we go. That's the mask. Hopefully it's gonna protect me from the paint. The good old paint fumes. Let's see. There we go. Make sure that no spiders are inside the mask, you know. Just making sure. Okay, both fenders painted up. Let's see about the back here. I need my light. Here we go. Let's see. It's stinging through my mask. Ugh. God damn, my mask's not working. What the fuck? Am I stupid? I remember working this. I remember working the. Yeah, I'm alright. I thought this mask was working well. I don't know. Alright, first can of rust juice, almost empty. This mask is not working. That's bullshit. I'd rather hold my breath. Amazon Basics, you failed me once again. Ugh. Okay, but great progress. Ugh. I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, and in the meantime, grab myself a second can of paint, but I forgot that I already have it. See, this is the good kind. This right here, that's the good kind. Because it's very cheap, it dries fast, and I don't know, it just seems to work pretty good. I hope that the rust converter is going to be drying this time, because yesterday we used rust converter as well, the same, and it didn't want to dry. We used it in the interior and it did not, for the life of me, want it to dry. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Don't really have a choice anyway, so it is what it is. All right. Let's see. Sure. I'm actually not going to paint, well, I'm going to paint that. But I'm not going to paint the sides, because that would just be a waste of paint, you know. It is good paint right there. Why would I put another layer on top? That's just a waste. So, we're going to put insulation on there anyway. There's no need to put paint on there to make it look good. It's gonna be hidden anyway, and yeah, I don't need paint right there. Yeah, I don't know about the rest of the trunk though. I don't know if I want to keep the carpet, you know. I guess we don't have to paint all of this. Just maybe the borders so that there's no rust. And that would be fine, I guess. See, I don't want to waste paint. I don't have that much paint left. And I still have to paint an entire engine bay. So, yeah. That seems nice. Yeah, I'm gonna shake this new can up so we can do the other side as well. Yeah. So, it's gonna take 2 minutes shaking this thing up. I don't know what my mic is kind of pissed off when I shake this thing. It's not that loud. Yeah, anyway, another beautiful day. Not that much longer until Christmas. 21 days. Well, there we go. Yeah, normally I don't shake paint cans up for that long. I mean, it says to shake them up for like at least 2 minutes. Normally I go and shake it 30 seconds and call them good, but yeah, if you pay like 20 bucks per can, I'd rather shake it up and do it the proper way. Buy 5 cans, pay 100 fucking bucks. It's a bunch of money. Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Paint. Here we go. Now let's do this side. I should probably get inside. Let's go. All right, into the mist. Yeah, enough painting. You can see it on camera, everything is covered in paint fog. And the mask does not work. It doesn't work. Nice. Don't do this, kids. It's bad for your body. I mean, it works a little bit. Progress. Dear God. Aw. Great. Okay, let that fog out for a second. Let me get some fresh air. Yup. Okay. Yeah, nice. Ooh, it is pretty warm. Here, let me show you the progress. You cannot see anything. So much mist down there. So far I've painted this side, and that wall. All painted. Now I'm doing the roof back there. Yep. It's going great. Fortunately, for some reason my mask is not working the way it should be. I don't really know why. I remember it working fine. I don't know. I don't know. Something's wrong with it. Oh well, let's see. Shit. God damn it. What the fuck? Why does my mask smell more like paint than the air? What's wrong with my fucking mask? This shit is bullshit. Don't buy this. Nah, shitty product. Okay. More progress. Ah, shit, my nose might be black now. Is my nose black? That's not great. Yeah, guys, it's gonna take quite a little bit of time. You know what? Maybe we should just let all this dry for now, so I can get back in there again. And it's not a fucking hot box. Yeah, let me remove this weather stripping and see if I can fit my new weather stripping. See if that's gonna work a little bit better. Oh boy. Me lungs. Alright. So I got this weather stripping off of Amazon. Yeah, I don't know. Is that better? Is that worse? I mean, can't really be that much worse, right? I'm gonna just remove the old one. I mean, the old one is completely cracked and broken. Like, can't be worse, even if it's not the right one. Let's see, razor blade. Yeah, hopefully that's gonna fit. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I can't get many parts for this car at all. Like the Ford LTD, even though it was built like a couple million times, it's not like a rare car or anything. It's hard to get parts for these. Kind of weird. I think the Ford LTD was the most sold Ford full-size car in 1971, I think, and then 1972 they continued building this variant. I don't know why there's so little parts availability. And I also don't know why there's so little people driving these cars. So few people. Like, there's so many of these old cars. Why is there not many people driving them? Well, I guess I don't know if there's that many Ford LTDs left. I think so, though. I mean, a couple million were built. There's got to be a bunch of them left. All right, my lungs are coming back, I think. Nope. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna fit this weather stripping not inside this channel. Normally it's stuck inside this channel. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put it on top of this raised edge right here, because my weather stripping is kind of small and would sink in back there. So I'm gonna put it on this edge, so we got a bit more. So it takes up more space, you know, more volume. Yeah, let's try that. There we go. Alright. Let me get some brake clean and clean that edge, so it's mostly free of any debris. Shop towels. There we go. And brake clean. You can never have enough brake clean in the shop. Like, you can't have too much. Brake clean is one of those things where you just, even if you have like 1,000 gallons worth of brake clean in your shop, it's not gonna be enough. There we go. Yes. It looks great. There we go. Just clean this edge. Looks great. Now let's go ahead and fit this weather stripping. Get some pliers, cut them straight. All right, here we go. Straight cut. Damn, these are dull. There we go, okay. And then just apply it, I think. It's kind of squished right here, but it's gonna be fine. Hopefully. We're gonna find out. Yep. Just doing the thing. I think. It's kind of crooked. But that's alright. Yeah, just make sure this is all pressed down so we don't lose it. Yeah, there we go. It is kind of squished down in some spots. It does not look very professional. I'll be honest. I hope the glue is good. Probably isn't. I also hope it's gonna be enough. I didn't account for the trunk being that fucking large. Let's see. Yeah. Seems alright. Okay. Oh shit, I touched the paint. Yeah, it's gonna be fine, I think. It's definitely higher up than the old Weather stripping. I really hope the glue's gonna be enough. Surely. Touch the paint again because I'm stupid. Oh boy, I don't know if this is enough. It should be. I'm not sure though. There's also one wire going into the trunk lid. I don't know if that's supposed to be like for a light, because I don't have a light in there, but maybe someone took it out, I guess. I don't know why though. I don't know why anybody would do that. Yeah, it looks good though. Looks pretty good. Yeah, nice. Make sure it's pressed down all the way so it sticks nicely. Now back here. Okay, it's gotta be enough. That's good. Would have been a real bummer if I ordered too little. Like a foot too few. A foot too little of this weather stripping. But luckily, looks like it's gonna be enough. Yeah, that looks good. Should probably cut this so it's a bit easier to work with this. Huh? What? There we go. Yeah, it looks great. Fingers are black now because of the paint. And perfect. Oh, almost perfect. Just good enough. All right, making sure that this is all pressed down properly. I'm making sure that the adhesive is gonna stay here. There we go. Actually, I'm not quite sure, but I think the original weather stripping might have even been on the edge, like I did mine. And then the channel was used for like a rain gutter to route rainwater down the sides of the trunk so it wouldn't sit like on top of the trunk, you know, under the lid, but I'm not sure. There we go, that looks great. A little bit crooked, but that's fine. This is just a happy little accident. Alright, let's see if the trunk closes. It does! Arguably actually better than before. Like, it's a tighter seal, you know? So I think that's gonna work. Should work. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So, new weather stripping installed. Looks just fine, I think. It's a little crooked here and there, a little bent up, but that's just fine. Definitely better than before. Alright. The mist, the paint mist is gone now. It's good. So I can get my head in there again. And spray the fuck out of my lungs. Ugh. But I will. All right. I don't know if the paint is drying down there. Like the rust converter. We're just gonna give it a lot of time. Maybe one day it'll dry up. Maybe. In the meantime, I can cut this. So again, as I just said, half an hour ago, both blinkers, this side and the right side, are not working. There isn't even a bulb in this side. So let me stick one in here and see if I get power. Maybe it just works. Would be great. Do I have a light bulb laying around? I should have one. But where? That's the next question. Where? Well, shit. Ah, there we go. Brand new. 5 watts, 12 volts. There we go. Light bulb. Okay, let's see if this will fit. Should fit. And boop. Yeah, it does fit. Okay. Let's see, maybe you can even see it blinking. I'm gonna connect the battery. And then we'll see. Would be great if it's just a missing bulb. But I know my luck. Let's see. Battery. Positive to negative, negative to engine. There we go. And key. On. Key, where's my key? Key's in the trunk. Can't go without a key. Alright, ignition. Ignition, on. Blinker, on. It's blinking. Is it though? It is. Oh! It did for a second. Come on. Come on, dude. You blinked for like a second. I know you can do it. Come on. Bulb was still good. Why are you not blinking? Come on, blink. The wires are all connected. I don't know. Ah, hell nah. Electrics. Let's see if the other one will work. And the front is blinking. That's good. Come on, this side has to work. Come on. Also doesn't work. Oh boy. Well, I knew my luck. I could have predicted that. Would have been way too easy. Oh well. Well, what could be the problem? I mean, everything was connected, right? Yeah, well. Let me put this on. There we go. Okay, so both blinkers don't work, and it's not the bulb, it's something else. That's great. That is just fantastic. Oh god, I hate electrics. Fuck me. What's this? Missing ground, maybe? I don't know. I don't think so. That would be weird. And all grounds are here, so I don't see why that would be missing. Okay, I got an amazing idea, perfect idea. How about we just forget about the electrical problem and we start working on insulation? Because I might not be able to, well, I'm not smart is what I'm trying to say, but I can use a pair of scissors, so let's do that first. Well, how long is this gonna take to dry? It is still completely wet. It is not dried up at all. Gotta put some paint on this edge. Completely forgot about that. Sure. All right. Now let's do some measuring. We want to go from, well, where do we want to go? I don't know. How far should the insulation stretch? Not all the way down, but I think all the way to the top. So like 50 centimeters by 70 seems good. 50 times 70, and do that twice. Sure. Gonna be just fine. Oh god, the paint is getting to me. Ugh. Alright. Close the trunk. Yes. The weather stripping does seem to be working quite well. Okay, so weather stripping check. Paint, not check yet. I think I also need to do a second coat. But if the paint doesn't dry, it's gonna take a long time until I can do that second coat. Okay, what was a 50 times 70? 50 times 70, this is conveniently 50. Professional. 50 times 70. Where's my knife and where's my scissors? Where are my scissors? Yeah, cutting that insulation is actually pretty easy with just a pair of scissors. Don't need a knife for that. All right. So is this good? 60, 70. 70, boop. And 70, boop. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna go like straight like this. Okay. And now to cutting. Yep. Yeah, I don't have enough carpet to put new carpet into the trunk. So I'm gonna have to order new carpet first if I wanna put carpet in there at all. I'm not sure about that yet because I want to be able to do things like pick up a rear axle or like pick up an engine, which, you know, sounds funny in a car like this. You normally don't do that, but I want to be able to. So carpet might not be the smartest idea, because if you pick up a greasy engine or a greasy rear axle and throw that on a carpet, yeah, that carpet's gonna be disgusting in exactly one drive. So maybe not, you know. Yeah. But then again, there's zero insulation on the bottom of the trunk, and I think it would greatly benefit some insulation. Although I think the actual interior is quite well insulated from the trunk, so I don't know what difference we would get, difference in sound quality we would get if we put insulation in the trunk. I don't know about that. Okay, yup. There we go. And open. Here we go. Hello. Yeah. You on the floor. And you are gonna go inside of there. Yeah. Is the paint dry? Paint is dry enough, right? No, it's not. It's still completely wet, but I want to get this done, so just gonna put it on the wet paint again, just like yesterday. It'll be fine. Either the paint's gonna dry up or it won't. Yeah, okay, very, very satisfying. So far, no rips. Oh, look at that. First try, no rip. Amazing. The camera's being funny again. Stop it. Alright. Do you fit? Probably. Actually, yes, you do fit. Quite nicely, even. Now, I gotta cut a hole for the blinker. Yep. There we go. Sure. Kind of fucking crooked. I don't know why. But we got insulation now. Nice. Definitely better than before. Even though it's a bit crooked. Better than before. Let's see. Down there fucked up a bit. This guy can stay here. You can go like back here. No waste. Nice. Yeah, I don't want to continue the insulation down all the way to the bottom of the fender, because that's going to be filled with like cavity protection type shit. Rust protection, underbody, you know, my own formula. And my own formula contains boiled linseed oil, which likes to spontaneously combust. True story. So, yeah, I don't want to have flammable insulation swimming in boiled linseed oil. So, what is going on with you? Why are you like this? Stop it. Whoops. That seems fine. Alright. Covered in black paint again because it doesn't want to dry. The good cheap stuff dried up right away. Looks great. Shitty expensive stuff doesn't want to dry. What do the instructions say? It doesn't say that it won't work. 4 to 5 coats. What the fuck? What do you mean 4 to 5 coats? One can of this costs $20. You get like, I don't know, like 3 square feet maybe? 3 square feet of surface area, maybe 4, I don't fucking know. You don't get that much. More than 6 square feet. Probably like 6-7 square feet per can. But then you need fucking 5 cans, apparently, but it doesn't dry. God damn it, I gotta get my hands on some Rust-Oleum. This is trash. Well, anyway. Where is the... There we go. Other insulation. Let's see if I can fit that through this side. Can't find the beginning of the fucking peel back thingy. There you go. Alright. Oh shit, it ripped. Oh well. Boom. Yeah, this stuff's pretty good. I don't know how well it insulates, but I know that the entire roll, 1 by 10 meters, only costs like 24 bucks. That's a pretty good price, I think. Now let's see. Nice. That looks good. Alright. And then cut a slot for the blinker. Sure. It looks nice. But we don't waste, so you're gonna go back here. More insulation. And you're gonna go like down there. Make sure that it sticks nice and tight. There we go. Looks great. Here, have a look. Look at that. Insulation. And insulation. Nice. Yeah. I think I'm not gonna put any insulation like on the bottom, because again, if I'm gonna be transporting like an axle or an engine, it's gonna sit right there. I think it's gonna be dripping oil all over the floor. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put any insulation there. There is also like these holes. One hole here, I think one up here and two there. I think this car once had like panels right here to cover up these spaces, so you can't just directly look into the inner fender, but these are apparently not here anymore. Maybe I gotta build some of them for myself to kind of hide my ugly insulation job. But I've never seen one of those like trunk panels on a Ford LTD. Maybe I should just get myself some more carpet so I can cover everything, because I kind of like the idea that the trunk is pretty big, you know? I mean, I'd be losing quite a lot of space if I put these covers in here. Yeah. Not sure if I want to do that. Okay. but we're making progress. How about the paint back here? How does that look? Yeah, not that great, to be honest. It won't dry. But I don't know why. That's drying, just takes a bunch of time. Shouldn't have put the coats on so thick. That's fine though. Okay, so we've done insulation and we are well on our way with rust proofing. Basically, we're just waiting for the paint to dry so we can put our second coat on. Definitely not gonna put 4 or 5 coats on. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, let's see. What else can we do in the meantime? Like, what is this? That's a wire, I can see that, but where does it go? Does it go back here? Is there like a switch somewhere? Was there supposed to be a light in here? I think there was. Where does that cable go? You can pretty easily just track that cable and see where it goes. Goes all the way back there, and then into the wiring harness. Okay. Yeah, not that easy to track. We got a bunch of rust on the trunk lid. Like all around here. Got a bunch of rust. Let me get my manual wire brush, not the aggressive one, the manual. Paint fumes. The manual one. Maybe we can get some of that rust off. Sure. Doesn't look that bad. I do have a really good rust converter as well, but it's a brush on type deal. And if you get that stuff on your hands, you are never gonna get it off again. I mean, not that it matters, my hands are black anyway, most of the time. I'm covered in engine oil. But, yeah, maybe not. Not this time. Let's see. I want to put any black paint on the trunk lid from the inside because you still got the original, like, jack manual here. That's pretty fucking cool. Ah. There we go. And yeah, I got the original paint. I don't want to ruin that. I'd rather just take a little brush. This tiny guy, look at him. Oh, tiny guy. Take him and put some rust converter on the surfaces right here. Got some rust. Yeah. This stuff actually works. You put it on blue or put it on white. Turns blue immediately and then turns black. And turns the rust into, I don't even know what. but it stops it from rusting. That's great stuff. And you can put it anywhere because it only really affects rust. It's either gonna run off the paint, like run and dribble off, or it's gonna be pretty much clear and you won't really be able to notice it. Great stuff. And it works pretty quickly as well. Like half an hour or so. Yeah. This doesn't have to look perfect, just good enough. Nice. All right. Seems fine. And oh shit, I'm dribbling stuff all over the place. I don't want that on my paint. Let's put some of this inside of the there you go. Inside of this thing here. Like the rain gutter, I'm gonna call it. Because moisture and like pine needles and everything like to collect right in here and rot it out. Now, I don't want that to be happening, so let's protect it. Yeah. Looks great. Nice. See, it's already turning blue. Can you see that? Yeah, kinda. Turning blue and then black. Good stuff. I also like that you can apply it by hand. That way you don't have any overspray. Can still work pretty quickly. Cover a large area pretty quickly. That's great. Look at how nice this is. Yeah. Luckily there was no rust beforehand. These really like to rust out, especially in the corners up here. But we were lucky. Again, cars from California, I mean, you can expect to not have much rust, or only little rust, but basically zero rust, that's great. Well, if we don't account for the roof that's completely rusted through, and basically only held together by Bondo, but we'll just look past that and act like everything's fine. Okay. Ow. Nice. I actually think that I'm gonna get myself another carpet for the rear so I can properly cover up the inner fenders. Probably the smartest thing to do. Yeah, get like the cheapest carpet I can get. It doesn't have to be very moldable, very, you know, it can be very stiff. Like the cheaper ones are normally pretty stiff. That's fine though. The trunk has a lot of like very flat, large areas. So I think I could work with a kind of stiffer carpet. That would be fine. Oh yeah, yes man, let's make sure that we don't get too many paint runs. Put on quite thick. Maybe a bit too thick. Oh, and I got it on my finger. It's gonna be black. I still can't get over the car freshener new car scent. I'm gonna hang that up. That's pretty funny. I would love to know from when this is, or from when this was. Like a year, but there's no year on this, obviously. That's pretty funny. It would be amazing if this is like from 1972. I don't think so, but it would be so funny. Like at the dealer, threw in one of the new car scent thingies. That would be so funny, but I don't think so. Yeah, apart from that, trunk looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to cover up too much space with insulation, like too much wall space. I don't have much wall space left. Like I'm thinking, like up there, behind. Here, look at that. Like up there on that like shelf kind of area, right there. That could be like tool storage, because you always gotta have tools and like some parts with you, no matter where you're going. Like a fuel pump, spark plugs, distributor cap, those things. I could throw in like a toolbox, like right there, some supplies right there, and still have the entire trunk basically left for other stuff. This would be a great car for doing like revivals. Pretty cool. And you can like drive up, got all the tools in the back, so much space. Really is pretty great. But I guess then there's no way for me to get back home, so yeah, I don't know. I'd love to do one of those revivals where you just drive to a car that's been sitting in the woods for like 30 years and then you get it back running again and then you take it and drive it home, but I don't know if I'm quite there yet. You know, knowledge, maybe. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the pickup's set for like almost 30 years, basically 30 years. The Camaro's set for over 30 years. Camaro's set since 94, so 30, yeah, but exactly 30 years last year. Pickup set for 29 years, since 96. I got both of them running, pretty good. But they both sat in a garage, not like in the forest. Yeah, so that's a big difference. The pickup actually sat in a heated garage, so yeah. Wasn't that hard to get running. Nice. I like it though. Looks good. Looks very nice. Yeah, I don't know about the floor yet. Like installation wise, I think this is gonna work really well, but visually I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite happy with this yet. I mean, what the fuck is that? Kinda looks like, you know, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put a carpet over that, probably. Glue a carpet over there. Glue a carpet over here. Like, this can stay, I guess. On the other hand side, like, there's no reason to, like, not paint the floor up. You know, get rid of those yellow glue stains, but just spraying some black over there. Why not? Why not? I said I want to use my paint sparingly, but I also want my trunk to look good. I'm just gonna paint it up with the good paint, not the bad paint. With the you know, the cheap paint, the good paint, not the expensive paint that doesn't dry. Here you go. Yes. Looks good. Nice. Yeah, I guess that could also be a bit more rust protection, even though the paint is in pretty much perfect condition back here. There we go. Yep. Already looks better. Nice. Okay, can is almost empty. Yeah, let's just use it up. I try to not breathe as much when I'm in the mist, you know, but yeah, that's not healthy. You shouldn't do that. Nice. Okay. Can is empty. Let me grab the next one. I think this is gonna be the last can. Yeah, even a full one. How much paint do I have left? Only one. Oh. Second to last can of paint. I'm definitely gonna have to order more for the engine bay. God damn it. That's annoying. But luckily this is not the expensive paint. Do you guys know if that light in the middle is actually a light or just a reflector? Or like a brake light or running light? I'm not quite sure. I always thought it's a brake light, but it doesn't work when I step on the brake. Maybe we should open that up. have a look inside, you know? That would be really cool as a brake light. Would also be, I think, even cooler as like a running light. You have like a light bar in the back. That'd be sick. That would actually be so cool. I also thought about like LED headlights for the front. Would also be kind of cool. But in my shitty country, I'm not allowed to use them without like a special certificate. And you basically can't obtain that certificate, so yeah. Probably no LED headlights, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Maybe I'll put a legal underglow under it. Maybe. We'll see. Man, I am excited when I can finally take the engine out. And the rear axle. Man, that's gonna be amazing. Alright. Get some light in there. Can't see anything. Yes, nice and thick. I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say. That would be inappropriate. Okay. Great. Yeah, this is the good paint. Alright, everything's black. That's great. Oh, oh. Oh, that one hit. That one hit. It's like a like smelling salts, but unhealthy. Oh. Yeah, it works pretty good if you hold your breath. Imagine I just pass out. No, that wouldn't happen. There we go. Whoa. All right. Let me show you. It's black now. Let's go. Black trunk, both sides. That's black. Center is black. That's also black. Whoa. Now we're gonna let that dry. It's gonna be a matte finish. You know, when I started doing this, like working on cars, I always preferred the what's the opposite of matte? Like the shiny. I always prefer the shiny finish, but now I kind of prefer black, matte black, like the matte finish. I don't know, like not for exterior uses, like for interior. Exterior, I still prefer shiny cars. Like actually, one of the worst paints you can paint your car is matte black, I think. It just doesn't look good. Car needs to be shiny. Kind of needs to pop. You need trim on there, you know? Like a matte black car. I don't know, that wouldn't be my type. Alright. Now we gotta let all of this dry. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and if I can angle my camera, I'm gonna go and remove that center light and see what's behind it. Would be pretty interesting. Be pretty interesting to know. I might just rig that up as a running light, or like a normal rear light. You know, when you turn your headlights on, your rear lights turn on. That thing turns on as well. Would be pretty cool. Oh yeah, let's get the chair. I'm a fat as fuck. Here we go. Chair time. Nice. Okay, let's remove this. Yeah, I also gotta clean this chrome bumper up. It looks great. Like very little dent. I think no dents at all. Here, by the way, we got a sticker right here. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see that, but apparently this car was owned by a Marine Corps member, so that's pretty cool, I think. Makes the car even more special to me. Yeah, but the bumper is in great shape, but it's very, like dirty. You can see like there was a sticker right here, a lot less dirty right here, but very dirty everywhere else. Definitely got to clean that up with some steel wool pads, making it look good again. All of the lights have like this border that's like spray painted on. Both the rear lights and the center light has that. And my replacement rear lights, which I got when I bought the car, another pair, they also had that. So I think it's a factory option. Like just factory, not option, just factory. But I don't get why it would do that. Why would you paint your headlights, or not headlights? Why would you paint your rear lights? It doesn't really make much sense, I think. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Come on. And oh, there is nothing. Why do you have that then? Like, why? Is that literally just a reflector? Let me see. It does reflect, but it's not that crazy. Would be way cooler if you got like, wow, look at that. That would be so much cooler if you had like if this thing was like glowing. And then it's dirty as well. Last time this was off was like 40 years ago. Yeah, but why is there no light? How hard would it be to add a light to this? Like, you wouldn't need multiple bulbs to make the bar glow. Not just have like a couple dots in there. You need quite a few bulbs. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 maybe? 6 or 7? Maybe. Maybe you can get away with 5. That would actually be a pretty cool project. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. One bulb, like one bulb right here. One right here. 3, 4, 5. Could work. Could work. That would look amazing. Let's put that on the list of things that we gotta do. Let me actually go ahead and write that down so I don't forget about that. Got a big old whiteboard over here. To do. Boop boop. Rear light bar. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, we managed quite a lot today. We did. What did we do? We painted the trunk, did some rust proofing. I think I'm just gonna have to wait till tomorrow to put the second coat on because the paint is not dry yet. It's not drying. It's just not fucking drying. So we did some rust proofing. We put a new weather stripping seal on here. That's amazing. It does work. That's cool. We also put some insulation inside the fenders. Definitely better than before. So that's pretty cool. What else did we do? We found the one and only car freshener new car scent. The one and only. Probably from the 90s. Yeah, we accomplished quite a bit today. That's nice. Yeah. All right, the trunk lid actually also looks pretty good. All the rust seems protected. I can show you that real quick. Just look right there. You can see that went from white to blue to black, and now all the rust that was once rusty is black and sealed in, and now it won't spray anymore. That's pretty cool. And the surrounding paint is not affected. That's great. Yeah. All right, so I think for today, guys, this is gonna be it. Can you see me? Yes, you can even see me. That's great. All right, so for today, guys, there we go. That's gonna be it. We painted and rust-proofed the trunk. We inspected a bunch of shit, but mainly, most importantly, was probably the rust protection. But we also put in insulation, and we put in a weather stripping seal, and we have great plans for the future. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna wait now for the paint to dry a bit more and maybe put on a second coat just before I leave the workshop. You gotta remember, where I live, it is currently like 1:30 a.m. So quite late in the night. Yeah. All right, it was a great stream. Thank you guys for being here, for staying with me. Let me switch over to my my other scene. Wait a second, I got something prepared. I got something cooking up here. This guy. Wait a second. Nope, not you. That was an ad. We don't want a crying child. This one. Come on. There we go. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. We accomplished a lot today. The next time we're gonna be doing more work, probably more interior work again, probably on the actual interior or something else. I'm not quite sure about that. But thank you guys for being here, and I will see you again in the next stream. Bye bye.